What actually could we do with some of the .eco help in my field of ecosystem ecology? And we really are very much money limited. Everything that we do in oceanography is expensive. And my program is not that expensive because it's a nearshore diving program. But even then, I would need a lot of help understanding the ecological roles of the fishes and invertebrates that have been much reduced. It's very, say, labor intensive. Now, some of the really more general worldwide problems are very difficult to deal with, and they're being ignored. And these are problems that what does happen to an oceanic ecosystem when 90% of the biomass of the large predators, and in all ecosystems we can show over and over again that large predators are the most important structuring part of the community. You don't take them out and have the community unravel. We're not saying that. You take them out and the community shifts into a different state. And then you take out those predators and it shifts back into still a different state. And we don't understand how these interactions in the open ocean work. And the problems involved in the problems involve, say, understanding the behavior of squid in the oxygen minimum zone in the deep scattering layer. And how do we study squid? What are the squid doing? The squid are a really important food resource for all sorts of really higher order predators. Nobody can study squid. They're just too hard. It's really expensive. You need, all sorts of clever equipment that we don't have. There's a need for a huge shift of money into this research. And one of the problems for putting the money in there is even if we had the money, the scientists that would be using the money are not going to be able to publish papers right away. And if we don't publish 3 papers a year, we have a lot of trouble with our peers. So you have to be able to have enough support, which maybe .eco can help us get, so that we could actually have some tools, some of the oceanographic tools that exist, gliders that move around remotely with, say, cameras on them and acoustic gear. We could use that sort of equipment and drive your gliders around the deep scattering layer where the squid live and watch and see what they're doing. And then we could publish the papers as a behavioral paper of a large squid, how he forages. This sort of thing helps bring to life an invisible part of a really important ecosystem. This is the system that characterizes all of our open oceans. We've had these big tunas and magnificent fish, the swordfish and all these guys, and they've been stripped away from us. They're not extinct, but they're functionally gone. What does that do to the rest of the system? And what did they used to eat? Well, they ate little silvery forage fish and these squid. And so now who's eating these things? We really don't know. We have to have information that is just not available now in this deep layer of animals that nobody can study because they're so expensive to study. So this would be a really important contribution that we could get out of .eco to get people out there working on this so difficult, so important ecosystem that drives so much of the world's marine interest.